कस्तूरी तिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभम् नासाग्रे वर्मौक्तिकं करतले वेणुकरे कङ्कणम् सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितम् कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपास्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूडामणि वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. We are reading from Shrimad Bhagwat Mahapuran and we are in chapter 53. We completed chapter 52 in the previous session, which is about the background episodes of the wedding, the marriage ceremony, marriage of Shri Krishna with Rukmini Devi. So Rukmini ji is the goddess, she is the avatar of Lakshmi. So she has appeared in this kingdom called Chedi. Her brother is Rukmi, and I think the name of the father is Bhishmak. So they are preparing to get her married to Shishupal, who is a great friend of Rukmini's brother Rukmi. But Rukmini ji, of course, has to play her role, the Leela. So she hears about Shri Krishna and decides that he should be my husband. Similarly, when Shri Krishna is hearing about, has heard about Rukmini, he has also decided that she is willing to marry him. So he will facilitate that marriage. So how all these events will orchestrate, we will learn in today's episode. And now we will wait for the display to come in. So we will sing the bhajan. But until the bhajan is appearing on the screen, let us recall some of the knowledge of Bhagwat Mahapuran. Bhagwat Mahapuran is the highest Vedic scripture. Why it is the highest? Because it is filled with bhakti ras, and bhakti ras is the marg, is the method which Shri Krishna has preached. Even in Bhagavad Gita, if you recall, he is finally telling, come to the bhakti method. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shuchah. He says, man mana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. He says, ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. He says, ananya cheta satatam yo mam asmarti nityashah tashyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yoginaha. Every time bhakti is glorified, because if we want to acquire the knowledge by our own efforts, that I will become a scholar in Bhagavad Gita, I'll become a scholar in different Vedic scriptures, it is going to be very, 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 very difficult. So Shri Krishna suggests do bhakti. Similarly, if we want to do all the rituals, okay, death has taken place, so Sutak is applicable, so I should do so many rituals. If we get caught into that, it will not be practical. So those methods are in the initial stage just to keep those of us who have not yet understood bhakti, to let them remain engaged in some form of worship. The methods were adopted, but finally it is the bhakti ras, the bhakti yoga, the bhakti marg which we should follow. So now that the display is on, let us first sing a bhajan and then we will read the texts, and we will have some interactive session. So Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai is the bhajan for today. So so maybe you all can repeat with me. Anjan Bhaiya can lead with me. I'll when I sing one line, then second line can be repeated by others. राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। ठाकुरानी प्रेम सुखदानी 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 की जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। श्यामा प्यारी की जय, नथवारी की जय। श्यामा प्यारी की जय, नथवारी की जय। बोलो भानु दुलारी की जय, जय जय। बोलो भानु दुलारी की जय, जय। बोलो भानु दुलारी की जय, जय जय। बोलो भानु दुलारी की जय, जय जय। बोलो भानु दुलारी की जय, जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। श्याम प्यारे की जय, बंशी वारे 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 की जय। बोलो बोलो पीत पटवारे की जय, जय जय। बोलो पीत पटवारे की जय, जय जय। बोलो पीत पटवारे की जय, जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। बोलो बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय, जय जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय, जय जय। किया प्यारी की जय, मेरे प्यारे की जय। मेरी प्यारी की जय, मेरे प्यारे की जय। मेरी प्यारी की जय। दो चिन्ह में दिव्य तनुधारी की जय। दो चिन्ह में दिव्य तनुधारी की जय। दो चिन्ह में दिव्य तनुधारी की जय। बोलो दो चिन्ह में दिव्य तनुधारी की जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय, जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। अंजान जी गाएंगे?
भैया आप गाइए, आज मैं फोन पे हूँ।
नो इश्यूज, नो इश्यूज, ओके। तनु गोरी की जय, रस बोरी की जय, तनु गोरी की जय, रस बोरी की जय, चितवन ही पिया चित चोरी की जय, चितवन ही पिया चित चोरी की जय, बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय, बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय, बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय, राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, पिया प्यारी की जय, सुकुमारी की जय, पिया प्यारी की जय, सुकुमारी की जय, एक चंचल एक बोरी भारी की जय, एक चंचल एक बोरी भारी की जय, एक चंचल एक बोरी बारी की जय, एक चंचल एक बोरी बारी की जय, बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय, बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय, राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, श्रीमद युगल सरकार की जय, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। Our koti koti pranam to the lotus feet of Hari and Guru. Koti koti pranam to Swami Mukundananji. My humble pranam to each one of you. And now let us read from chapter 53 of Canto 10, Divine Rukmini united with her divine Lord. Shukdev ji continues, receiving Rukmini's message from the Brahman, Krishna smilingly, warmly held the Brahmin's hand, gently told him, O Brahmin, my heart is besotted with the exquisite, beautiful Rukmini, who is also in love with me. I am aware that her eldest brother Rukmi is against our marriage and in anticipation has a huge army ready in Kundinpur, Vidarbh, to fight me. I shall definitely defeat all the kings called by Rukmi and get my beloved princess Rukmini to Dwarka, just like a flame is pulled out from a burning firewood. That is, pull Rukmini amidst the wild king's armies. Krishna then got the Tithi, planetary coordinates of the marriage from the Brahman, which was the third day from the day of the message. Krishna immediately called for his Sarathi, Daruk, to get the chariot ready with the 4 horses, namely Shabya, Sugriv, Meghpushp, and Balhak, ready to draw the chariot. Mounting the chariot along with the Brahmin guest, Krishna comfortably cruised with the swift horses from Anand, reaching Vidarbh, traveling in a single night. Meanwhile, King Bhishmak, helpless against his son Rukmi's command, completed the prenuptial rituals. So, in this slide, we read about the message which the Brahman has brought to Shri Krishna. This is the message from Rukmini. Rukmini has decided that she will marry only Shri Krishna, otherwise she will not marry. And Shri Krishna is openly expressing that he too is in love with Rukmini and that he will do whatever he can, whatever needs to be done to get married to Rukmini. So the chariot is prepared. The name of the charioteer is Daruk, as we all know, and the chariot is pulled by 4 horses, and those 4 horses, those names are also mentioned: Shaibya, Sugriv, Meghapushp, and Balhak. So let's see what happens when Shri Krishna will reach Chedi, not Chedi, I think it's the Shishupal's Anarth, the Vidarbha. The roads were thoroughly cleaned and amply spread with water, and the people decorated in sandal paste, garlands and flowers, white garments, jeweled ornaments, the houses and mansions sprayed with pleasant aloe, bearing flags of various designs, colors, and also supported with beautiful arches. King Bhishmak then worshipped his ancestors and the devatas as per their scriptures and fed Brahmanas, who then recited blessings in the forms of verse from Rukmini's welfare. For Rukmini's welfare, he later tied the sacred, auspicious thread fastened with a gold piece to the bride Rukmini, who was draped in excellent silks and exquisite ornaments. The Brahmins recited sacred texts from the Rig Ved, Samved, Yajurved, and the king's family priest conducted as per Atharva Ved, the sacrificial yajna for the satisfaction of the planets. The dutiful king then gave gold, silver, clothes, cows, sesame seeds with jaggery to the Brahmanas. The bridegroom Shishupal's father, King Damghosh, too did all that was required as instructed by the Brahmanas for the benefit and welfare of his son. King Damghosh, then surrounded with his army chariots, proceeded to Kundinpur. King Bhishmak, as per custom, met the arriving bridegroom and his followers, and honoring them, lodged them all comfortably in a separate mansion, especially constructed for the occasion. The other kings, that is Shalva, Jarasandh, Dantavakra, Vidurat, Pondrak too, arrived in thousands to attend the marriage. I am not able to read the last line, if I can. Okay. Representing the bridegroom's side, anticipating a battle with Krishna and Balram, they had come with their. What is the last word you can read?
We're all geared up to face any battle.
Okay. So this is self-explanatory how the scriptures are being recited, and how the preparation for wedding is ongoing, and how the other bridegroom, which was approved by Rukmi, is also ready. He has come in. That is Shishupal, from the Chedi kingdom. Now we move into the next slide. So I hand over to Vijay Bhaiya to read, and also others can read.
Uh, uh, Meanwhile, Balaram also learned that all enemy kings had assembled together with their armies stationed in Kundinapura, and also that Krishna too was in Kundinapura by himself to get Rukmini as his bride. Anticipating trouble, Balram too immediately commanded his army and proceeded to Kundinapura, overcome with affection to protect his young brother. In Kundinapura, Rukmani was anxiously waiting for some news from Brahmana messenger. Rukmani was getting distraught, thinking, so unfortunate I am that my wedding is tomorrow morning and my Kamal landlord inexplicably has not yet come, nor is there any sign of Dvija messenger. It must mean that the Supreme Lord finds me undeserving of him, lacking in something, and is still in Dwarka. The Brahmana too is delayed in returning, as he must be coming alone on his own. Slowed by his steps, heavy, full of disappointment. How unlucky I am that neither the Bhagya Vidhata, Lord Brahma, nor Lord Shiva and his wife Gauri Mata, all not in favor of me. Imagining all these disturbing thoughts, Rukmini, meditating on her beloved Sri Krishna, held herself from crying As she knew that it was inauspicious to do so, later she noticed auspicious good omens like her left thigh, arm, eye started throbbing involuntarily.
So this is so amazing. The descriptions, they sound so close, like as if these are all happening in the next neighborhood, in the next house in the neighborhood, because these are very worldly, matter-of-fact incidents that the girl wanted to marry the boy and she sent a messenger, so the messenger hasn't come back, so she is teary-eyed and she's thinking, oh, maybe I don't deserve. So this is what Maharaji used to say: whatever is happening in the world, it is a reflection of the divine sentiments. The same deeds and acts and thoughts and sentiments are repeated, are also in the spiritual realm. The difference is one is a spiritual, divine, and the other one is material. So whatever is material is so much matching. Of course, God is involved in the divine leelas. So in the world, we can't say, hey, the mother says, my son, last week my son lifted the Govardhan mountain and everyone stood under that. And that Indra, so Indra had unleashed the rain and my son is a superhero, so he lifted the mountain. So we don't talk like that. But those are the special episodes, special happenings. But otherwise, the sentiments, the love, the many other aspects are exactly the same. So with that, let's move on to the next slide.
Yeah, anybody wants to read?
Shall I?
Shilajiti?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
You. Evam vadva pratikshantya govinda gamanam nrip vam uru bhujo netram sfuran priyabhashinah. Translation: meanwhile, the left thigh, arm, and eye of the bride, who had thus been waiting the arrival of Shri Krishna. But yeah, it's difficult to read because they are overlapping the sentence below.
Yes. So, let me just read that line, overlapping line, and then you
Yeah.
can. Who had thus been waiting the arrival of Sri Krishna, the protector of cows, throbbed, arguing delightful views. King Parikshit.
While is that fine? Shall I go ahead?
Yes.
While here with specific instructions of Krishna, the Brahman messenger immediately proceeded to Rukmini's quarters on arrival to Kundinpura. Rukmini, seeing him arriving from far and reading his body language, was most delighted and shone with joy. She saw him approaching with full white smiles on his face, firm and confident walk, and concluded his mission was a success. When the Dvij is Brahman, met her, she made detailed inquiries of her Shri Krishna and was reassured by him that Krishna has arrived and would definitely marry her and take her to Dwarka.
So so blissful, unbelievably sweet, that Rukmini, who was so pensive, so
I can't hear you, Bhaiya.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Okay, what I was saying, this is like the divine romance of the highest order, and Rukmini, who is so pensive, when she sees the Brahmin coming, brimming with confidence, and the smile on his face, she knows that the mission is complete, and her Shri Krishna will come and take her. So let us see what happens in the next.
Shall I carry on?
Yeah.
Verse 10, 53-31 shows how Rukmini Devi finds nothing equal worth rewarding to the messenger for his seva done to her. Tamagatam samagyaya vedarbhi shrishtamanasa na pashyanti brahmanaya priyan Priyamanyanam sa, delighted at heart to know for certain the fact of his having arrived at Kundinpura, and seeing no other boon worth conferring on the Brahman in return for his unique service, in the form of bringing Shri Krishna to her, the said Rukmini, the princess of Vidarbha, bowed to him and thereby expressed her lasting indebtedness to him, which automatically entitled him to infinitely more than the wealth of the entire universe, she being no other than Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. Meanwhile, King Bhishmak learned the arrival of Balram and Krishna for the marriage. He went forth to welcome and honor them, worshipping them with suitable, I can't read the bottom, with suitable, can't read the bottom line, please, Vijay Bhaiya.
Suitable articles.
Okay, thank you. Radhe Radhe.
Yeah, so self-explanatory. Let us move on to the next slide. We have little time left, so let us go into the next.
Yeah, do you want to read it?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay, thank you.
Offering madhuparka, which is curd mixed with honey, usually given to guest or to bridegroom during a marriage, indirectly indicated that he had accepted Krishna as his son-in-law. Ensuring their comfortable, luxurious stay, the king perceived Krishna had come with the intention of marrying Rukmini and acted accordingly, offering hospitality as a father-in-law. He provided all the other guests, the object of their desires, with specific regard befitting to prowess, age, might, and status. The residents too, on hearing of Krishna's arrival, came out to see Krishna, a rare opportunity one gets. Seeing Krishna, all the residents wished and prayed that Krishna alone was the eligible match for Rukmini. Verse number 10:53-38 explains the residents' wishes towards their princess. Kinchitsu charitam yanas tinatustastrilokyat anugrahnatu grihanatu vadharvayan panim achyuta. Pleased with whatever meritorious deed has been performed by us in this or any previous existence, may God, the maker of the three worlds, show his grace to us and let Sri Krishna and none else marry the princess of Vidarbha through such grace.
Okay, so in this slide we learn about madhupark, which is a concoction made from curd and honey, is being served to Shri Krishna, and then that indicates that the father-in-law has accepted Shri Krishna as a son-in-law, and then comfortable, luxurious stay is ensured, and then he provided all other guests the objects of their desires and a specific regard befitting to prowess, age, might, and status. And the residents are also very excited that Shri Krishna is here. And then there is the verse that pleased with whatever meritorious deed has been performed by us in this or any previous existence, may God, the maker of the three worlds, show his grace to us and let Shri Krishna, it must be marry Rukmini. So these are the wishes of the residents also. Let's move on to the next slide.
I'll carry on, Bhaiya, please. Then, escorted by guards, Rukmini, along with her mother, companions, and other ladies, then proceeded to the temple of Goddess Ambika. Dismounting from the chariot at the main entrance of the temple, all the ladies proceeded on foot to the foot for praying at the sanctum sanctorum of the temple, accompanied by sounds of large drums, conches, clay tom-toms, etc., and guards protecting from all sides. They were followed by a group of female dancers and many Dvij Patnis, Sumangalis, carrying various articles of worship, singing songs, also joined by sutas, bards, magads, singing past glories, and vandis, sorry, Bhaiya, go ahead.
Panegyrists.
Panegyrists, what does that mean?
No, I mean, these are different classes of singers. Suta, Magad, Vandi. So some play instruments and some sing the glories. So different categories of musicians. Yeah.
Okay. Washing her hands and feet, and with a pure, calm mind, Rukmini came in front of Parvati Mata and prayed fervently to the goddess, asking only Lord Krishna to be her husband. The Dvij ladies, well versed in the appropriate prayers, assisted Rukmini to pray to Parvati, assisting her in bathing the deity, offering various articles of worship, adorning the deity with garments, ornaments, and garlands, and lighting multiple lamps. Worship the goddess, offering a variety of fruits, grains, and also gave a sacred, auspicious colored thread for the goddess to adorn. And after this, Rukmini similarly worshipped the Sumangali ladies too. The Sumangalis then offered to the happy Rukmini the prasad along with their abundant blessings, completing the, I can't read underneath. Oh, sorry, I can. Completing the worship and rituals, all of them started stepping out and Rukmini grasping a friend's hand tightly. Thank you. Radhe Radhe.
So again, I would say this is more self-explanatory. So we can move to the next slide.
Bhaiya, you want to read it? Rajesh ji?
There are, yeah, I can read.
Thank you.
Okay, if Hema ji wants to read, she can also raise her hands. All the kings who had now assembled in the temple gates were wonder-struck and stupefied with the effulgent beauty of Rukmini, who was still in her teens. They gazed at her adorned in a striking, graceful costume with bedazzling ornaments coming out of the temple. She was looking here and there, and her red lips, reflecting in her white teeth, resembled the pomegranate fruit every time she smiled. She was walking with the gait of a swan, with her anklets tinkling melodiously, rhyming with the bracelets. She continued. Hemaji will read the next one. She continued casting a spell, deluding the onlookers like Maya Shakti personified of the Supreme Lord. The gathered kings were so awestruck with the vision of divine beauty that all had dropped their weapons and some actually fell down from their high chariots. Rukmini, only looking out for Krishna, was deliberately walking slowly in her soft lotus feet, tucking away gently the locks falling on her forehead, looking around quietly from the corner of her eyes, trying to get a glimpse of her Lord Krishna. And just while getting on a chariot, the divine Rukmini then beheld her Lord Krishna, the immortal Lord. Their eyes met, and Krishna seized this opportunity and moment and took away in a flash the willing princess Rukmini in his own chariot with everyone else, including Shishupal, Jarasandh, etc., just plainly looking on, uncomprehending what was unfolding before their very eyes. Krishna firmly seating Rukmini in his chariot, which was bearing the Garud Dhwaj, and with Balram leading in front, proceeded towards Dwarka, just as a lion would carry a prey right from the midst of jackals. So again, the description how the kings are assembled, and they are all such mighty kings: Jarasandh, Dantwakra, Shishupal, etc., especially Shishupal, whom Rukmini's brother Rukmi wants as his brother-in-law. So now let us move on to the next slide and let Hemaji read this.
Hey, Radhe, everyone. It is only
Radhe.
through the grace of God that one can be eternally free from all mental afflictions, Even the association of genuine saints is not possible without the grace of God. The Ramayana declares, Binu satsang vivek na hoy, Ram kripa binu salabha na soy, Abha mohi bhav bharoso punmant binu hari kripa mila hi nahi sanata vibhusha mila hi punit hehi Ram kripa keri chitta vahi jehi. Radhe
Right.
Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Binu
So this is the
satsanga vivek na hoy, Rama kripa binus alapa na soy, Abha mohi. I've forgotten the tune, but
yeah, the tune is Ab mohi bha bharosh hanumanta binu hari kripa milahi nahi santa. This is one tune. There are actually
Okay.
different tunes. Similarly, संत विशुद्ध मिलहि पुनिते ही राम कृपा करि चित वही जेहि. I think
Thank you.
Smita ji wants to read.
Radhe Radhe Bhaiya.
Radhe
It,
Radhe.
it is only through the grace of God that one can be eternally free from all the mental afflictions. Even the association of genuine saints is not possible without the grace of God. The Ramayana declares, Binu satsang vivek na hoy, Ram kripa binu sulabh na soy. अब मोहि बा भरोस हनुमंता, बिनु हरि कृपा मिलहि नहीं संता। संत विशुद्ध मिलहि पुनिते ही, राम कृपा करी चितवन जेहि। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राधे राधे।
So this is such an important point, Radhe Radhe, that the mental afflictions, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mad, Moh, Matsar, Rag, Dvesh, Irsha, all these mental afflictions, desires, anger, greed, jealousy, pride, ego, arrogance, and envy, these cannot go. Let us repeat, these cannot go unless the Lord graces. So that is what it says. It is only through the grace of God that one can be eternally free from all mental affliction. With other method, we can succeed here and there, but the seed will remain. Only when the Lord orders the Maya that, no, this person is eligible now to come into the realm of divine, then these afflictions will completely be eliminated. So let's move on to the next. So no one can know God even if he endeavors to know him for innumerable lifetimes. But when God imparts his grace to a soul, he can know him and attain divine bliss for eternity. The Ramayana states the same. Soi janai je udehi janai, janat tumahi hoye jai. तुम्हारी ही कृपा तुम्हि रघुनंदन, जानत भगत भगत उर चंदन। राम कृपा बिनु सुनु खगराई, जानी न जाई राम प्रभुताई। मंगल भवन मंगल हारी, द्रबहु सो दशरथ अजिर बिहारी। श्री राम जय जय राम। Another unbelievably amazing chopai from Ramcharitmanas. Soi janai jehu dehi janai. Who will know Sri Ram? If Sri Ram wants you to know him, only then you will know, otherwise not. And what happens when you come to know Sri Ram is Sri Ram, you also become like Sri Ram. This is so amazing that the soul becomes like God. We will become like God if we get to know God. So all those sentiments are expressed in the other verses also, but considering our time limitations, let's move on to the next. So with that, we have come to an end of today's episode. I'll just read quickly the summary of today's episode. We will try to incorporate it in the slides, but we need some time because we have just gathered after a long gap. So what is the summary of chapter 53 in Canto 10? This is Sri Krishna goes to Vidarbha to marry Rukmini. What is the context? In chapter 52, Princess Rukmini secretly sent a letter to Krishna asking him to rescue her from an unwanted marriage to Shishupal. Chapter 53 describes how Krishna responds to her plea. So, a simple and a structured summary is as follows. Krishna leaves for Vidarbha. Krishna reads Rukmini's heartfelt message. He immediately decides to go to Vidarbha to marry her. He takes a chariot driven by Daruk. Balram follows later with the Yadu army. Rukmini's anxiety on the wedding day. On the wedding day, Rukmini feels deep anxiety. She fears Krishna may not arrive in time. She prays intensely to Goddess Ambika. Her devotion reflects complete surrender, Sharnagati. Next, the abduction, which is Rakshas marriage. As Rukmini exits the temple, Krishna appears. In front of assembled kings, he lifts her onto his chariot. This form of marriage is called Rakshas Vivah, heroic abduction. Number 4, the pursuit. Shishupal and other kings chase Krishna. A fierce battle follows. Balram and Yadus defeat the opposing kings. Number 5, Rukmi's humiliation. Rukmini's brother, angrily chases Krishna. Krishna defeats him. Instead of killing him, Krishna humiliates him, shaves his head. Balram intervenes to stop further insult. Marriage to Dwarka. Krishna brings Rukmini safely to Dwarka. Their marriage is celebrated grandly. Rukmini becomes Krishna's principal queen. So what is the devotional faith? Sincere prayer reaches the Lord. Divine protection. God protects one who surrenders fully. Courage. Krishna acts decisively to protect Dharma. Sharnagati. Rukmini represents pure, unwavering devotion. What is the connection with Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavatam 10:53, Rukmini's surrender, Gita parallel, Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Krishna's protection, Gita parallel, Kaunteya Prati Janihi, Name Bhakta Pranashyati 9:31. Anxiety before surrender in Bhagavatam, Gita parallel, mind becomes peaceful through faith, Gita 6:26. Now we see the modern family story version. A daughter wants to marry someone of noble character, but family pressure forces her towards status and politics. She sends a heartfelt message to the man she trusts. He comes with courage, stands firm despite opposition, and protects her dignity. Lesson: stand for dharma even if society resists. True love is based on character, not politics or ego. Deeper symbolism: Rukmini, the individual soul; Jeev, Krishna, Supreme Lord; Rukmi, Shishupal, ego and material pride; abduction, God rescuing the soul from worldly bondage. When the soul truly calls, the divine does not delay. So that was a little novel type of summary. With that, we have completed today's session. And now, if there is any feedback or discussion, let's have that. So over to Vijay Bhaiya.
After a long time, we read all those important wisdoms again, and so much. Thank you so much for taking time, while you're traveling and going through so many difficult physical tasks, still you're able to give time to us. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I mean, I'll probably open up forum for if anybody has any questions because we are meeting after a long time. If anybody has any concerns, I know like there was a couple of events we had, and people also traveled to India. So that's why we had a gap, but we'll try to continue going forward.
Yes, so while the participants pitch in with their thoughts and any feedback, my request is let us upload the recordings in the website, in
Yes.
the YouTube channel, so that I can inform that it's revived and people can still read and listen. So okay, and yeah, so because of AI, I'm able to get a lot of materials. So in our US classes, the person who makes the slides, the Canva software is used, so it is more efficient to add them in. But here we are still going by the old format, so we will see in whichever way we can go ahead. So now let us hear from Hemaji.
Radhe Radhe, everyone. Delighted that the classes for UK have reassumed. I had changes done to my phone, so during data transfer, a lot of the data got lost or corrupted. So if there is a WhatsApp group for the Shrimad Bhagavatam class UK, if you could put my details on there. And Rajesh ji, we're up to which canto for the USA class?
So in USA, we are in Canto 3. And today we completed chapter 13, I think, 13.
Chapter 13,
So,
that was the
yeah. It's about
Varar incarnation.
Varah avatar, and today was the birth of Hiranyakashipu.
Oh,
The union of Diti and Kashyap Rishi. So
okay.
I think in the next slide, next class, Hiranyakashipu's birth will be described, and also the some background knowledge about Prahlad Maharaj.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Okay, I'll catch up on the
Yes.
14th, Canto 14th. Okay, Radhe Radhe, thank you so much.
Radhe Radhe, thank you.
It was a lovely, lovely episode, Rajesh ji. Really nice, very interesting. And I have no words that you have taken time after the loss of a family member to come and arrive this morning in Singapore and yet take the class. That says a lot about your caliber, your devotion, your sadhana, your determination. And for us beings who in UK have not had sessions for months on end, this is our second session after a big gap that you have taken it upon you to continue. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you. Radhe Radhe Bhaiya.
Radhe Radhe for your kind words.
Oh.
Smita Didi.
राधे राधे भैया। ये भगवान राम की कृपा है कि 2-3 महीने के गैप के बाद आप सभी लोग, राजेश भैया, अंजन भैया, विजय भैया, हेमा दीदी और शीला दीदी के साथ फिर से इस सत्संग में शामिल होने का मौका मिला है। और जहाँ तक मैं समझती हूँ, अगर राम की कृपा बनी रहेगी तो हम सब यूं ही हर वीक फिर से मिलेंगे और भागवतम और भगवान श्री कृष्ण की लीलाओं को सुनेंगे। भैया, आप लोगों के रहने से इसमें 4 चांद लग जाता है, तो अगर हो सके तो थोड़ा सा समय हम सब एक साथ बैठकर निकाल सकते हैं यहाँ पे। राधे राधे।
So wonderful sentiments from Hema ji, Smita ji, and Sheila ji. So Any words from Anjan ji and then conclusion by Vijay Bhaiya.
Radha Bhaiya. No, as usual, it's wonderful. So nice of you sparing time for us and giving us the nectar of Bhagavatam. So thank you so much. I had some issues with my laptop today and I couldn't.
No issues. Radhe Radhe.
Yeah, so we'll continue with the sessions going forward on Sunday as as planned earlier. So we'll not discontinue, we'll not try to discontinue from now on. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
and
that.
also if we can publish the notice one day in advance so that everyone
Yeah,
comes to know.
Yes,
And
yes.
also
please.
uploading of the previous sessions will be helpful. And worst come worst, I think I can also try hosting it if you all tell me the methods. So with that, shall we conclude, Bhaiya?
जी भाई।
That's right.
बोलिए श्रीमद सद्गुरु
Sadhguru
सरकार की
सरकार
जय,
की
श्रीमद विमल
Jai,
सरकार
Sarkar
की
ki
जय,
Jai.
जय जय
Jai
श्री
Jai
Shri
Shri
राधे,
Radhe,
जय
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 Jai
श्री
श्री
Shri
राधे,
राधे
Radhe,
जय जय
Jai
Jai
श्री
Jai
श्री
Shri
राधे.
राधे
Radhe.
राधे
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 Radhe.
Radhe Radhe everyone.
Radhe.
The recording off.